The Honourable Member for Abau.
I rise to debate on this proposed bill by the Honourable Minister and wish to make some comments. Firstly, congratulations, Minister, for bringing this bill to the floor of the Parliament. I note, Assistant Speaker, that during the day, the clerk and his team also distributed and gave us notice on other bills that are coming, and I take note of the bill called the National Executive Council to be turned into a department. It appears, Assistant Speaker, as this government is into structures, more ministries, more departments, therefore more costs to the country and taxpayers. But they have had 6 years of trying to manage the processes. The Minister for State-Owned Enterprises, who has spoken in support of the authority bill, he was the minister responsible for this department before its turn. And under his leadership, the department delivered the Papua New Guinea LNG project. And in the minister's statement, as he was reading the bill or presenting the bill, he failed to acknowledge those departments that help the governments of the day to design and develop the policies and the laws over the many, many years. And those departmental heads and their staff who work very, very hard to sit down with these high-powered corporate entities supporting ministers of state to deliver this multi-billion-dollar project. And Papua New Guinea LNG project is such an example, and we didn't need an authority to deliver that project, Mr. Assistant Speaker. But transitions have to take place, and prior to the other departments turning into authorities like the mining department into a MRA, there are complaints that when you structure an authority and when you bring in industry players in the board, we may be compromising ourselves as a state. And I see in the composition of this board that there are industry players that have been invited to be part and nominate those directors of the board. So we really haven't learned good lessons in our involvement of departments that have served the country over the years, and new governments begin to change their structures into so-called this authority thing. Another example, the Climate Change Authority. We haven't really achieved a lot. So when we change departments to these corporate entities, I think the lessons are that we really have not improved efficiency. We have brought in politics into these systems. For example, the chairman and the deputy chairman will be appointed by the NEC upon recommendation of the minister. Again, another sticky finger of the politics into these important corporate entities that are there to deliver, Assistant Speaker. And so I know the government has the numbers to pass this bill. I have my doubts, but I wish the authority all the best. I hope that the lessons that have been learned in establishing authorities and seeing them perform and not meet the expectations of the government of the day, I hope we can improve on those matters. On a lighter note, Assistant Speaker, may I ask the Minister, and he will respond to it. I think it's a typo error. Maybe the copy I have is a different copy. But on page 3 on subsection 7 of your bill that you have distributed. You have duplicated the functions of the board twice. Under subsection 7, under the heading of functions and powers of the authority, and 7.1, you are saying the board has the following functions. It should be the authority has the following functions rather than the board. Because if you go to the board, functions and powers on page 5, subsection 10, you are going back to functions and powers of the board, and you are defining the functions and the powers of the board. But on subsection 7.1, you are beginning with the board has the following functions. I hope it's a typographic error and that it can be changed. Clerk of Parliament and Assistant Speaker, I think we have a problem in this regard. Thank you, Assistant Speaker.